What's up, guys?
Episode 20.
I know.
Okay.
Oh my
we
God.
got a little skip, so I was like, gotta make sure we had it right.
I know. I'm excited. Did you guys miss us?
Yeah, I know you did. So
I know I did. I missed it here.
I know it was weird skipping a week.
It was. I feel like it was like 5 years.
I know. I'm trying to think
of all the content I have for you. Yeah, how was your week?
It was good. I feel like I was with you most of the time. I did my first like real day drink, I think, of like the summer.
Yeah, you had a day drink. That's
I did.
sure.
And I think I just was like thinking, because I drink all the time, that I could just really handle. But day drinking is just different. It does something different to your body. I don't know what it is. You could drink the same amount, but something about it, like, you just get way more fucked up.
Yeah, you did.
Literally, me and Michelle are throwing these Aperol Spritz back like juice. We're like, these are juice. Give me another.
Literally celery juice.
Faith like texts me because you were working, and then you text me later, and you're like, "What are you doing?" And yeah. I'm so drunk. I'm like, I didn't think you were gonna come out, but then you did come out, and then we had like a fun.
I wouldn't say I came out. I would say that I came and saved you.
She came and saved me, but then
and we got food. Yeah, I mean, I had to like get a little bit.
But
I had to like have a little.
You had to catch up a little bit.
I had to get a little bit on the level, or else I would have been like, "You're so fucking annoying."
Yeah, but no, this is like a PSA to people. Like,
be careful.
No, yeah, don't underestimate a first day drink.
No,
it gets you.
It'll get you. It'll sneak up on you.
No, it did. Like literally all day, I'm like, I'm so good, and then
it just hit you. And you're like, you were
fun.
like here, and then you just over the
downfall.
So last week, that girl was supposed to come, but then she got sick, so she didn't come. So I don't have any juicy stuff about that.
Are you guys like still talking?
Yeah, for sure. The other thing I wanted to talk about my week is that the time we were here and I talked about my 1 week relationship as like a joke. It wasn't actually a relationship.
Oh.
The girl got pissed and unfollowed me. But I'm like, no one knows who it's about. So I never understand that. I never understand that. When like people get upset about the podcast when like nobody knows it's about you unless it's you.
Clearly she knew her flaws because we didn't say names. But like, I mean, irrelevant.
I know. And then the other thing, my friend called me the other day and we were on the phone and just, girl talk. And she's like, oh yeah, I like looked at like your ex's Instagram and I saw she's like posting the girl now. And I was just like, I mean, I did expect that, but it's just like, how dumb could you be to have all the facts and like still be with someone? Like, I feel like in your case, so-and-so may not have known all the facts, but like I fucking sent screenshots, like laid it all out for this girl, and she still is like
they're in it.
Like, how like desperate are you?
You know how it is though. Like when you're in it though, sometimes you just don't want to leave it.
But like if someone sent me screenshots, like, come on,
what?
Like that's so. How do you manipulate that, right?
I mean, I think both of our exes have some kind of
spell.
They have a spell that they can.
They cast spells in their
really
room.
do until you're out of it. You're like, what the fuck?
No, it's actually crazy.
I mean, I think she's just a really good manipulator.
I think she is too. I think that's why I stayed so long too. And she has this like, I'm a really nice person presence. And you're like, wait, no, you're actually fucking not. You're just putting a spell on me.
No, yeah.
And then the other thing was I had a conversation the other day with somebody who I feel like the word ghosted is like such a strong word. I don't like to use it, but somebody that I ghosted, and this girl was really a really nice girl, and I just felt really bad, and so I wanted to like apologize to her because I don't feel like I handled the situation great.
So big of you.
So big. And so
growing up, you guys.
But it really got me thinking about all of the other people that I had recently-ish since my breakup done that to, and I was like, that's not okay. So I talked about it in therapy, and I was like, I think I'm just really, like, I think I'm more open with dating than you are, but I really think I am, like, really afraid of intimacy and, like, being vulnerable with someone again. And I think, like, if it gets to a point where there's, like, expectations of me, I, like, get freaked out and, like, just, like, disintegrate.
I know. And I think, to me, the only time I haven't seen you do that was with one person.
Yeah.
And so like I know it's possible for you, but I think
Yeah. And I said that to my therapist too. I was like, the only person that didn't happen with was
which I find interesting, but it is funny because I even remember I was like, ugh, the whole ghosting situation. I remember we were talking about it and you're like, oh, I do that. So like it's good now you know that like it's not the best thing.
no, it's like actually fucked too. Because like if someone did that to me, I'd be like, well, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong. It's a 100% a me thing. I'm just healing and like I handled things immaturely.
That was very, very like I feel like a hard time that you when what you were going
literally
through right
was
then.
like so fresh.
So
I saw my ex during that time, so it was just not a good time either.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No. Well, what I had thinking about from when we were with our friends the other night at our fresh and Alana's and all that, I was like thinking how since my breakup, how much more I am surrounded by my friends and I go out with my friends and all this, which I love. But one thing I noticed when I'm in a relationship, I put my partner almost too much ahead of them that I kind of forget other relationships. And I was like thinking the other day, I was like, when I get in my next relationship, I want to make sure I really have that balance to not always pick my partner over my friend groups and have that separation and have that time with my friends. I feel like I got to such a point where I wanted my partner there all the time. We did everything together. We had all our friends were either mine or a mutual friend. So we never did anything apart. And I just want to make, like, I don't know. I feel like it's so funny when you, like, realize, like, I was like, fuck. Like, I would always pick going out with my partner over than, like, my friends or anything.
One thing I noticed about that day, too, when we were with all of our friends, literally all of them are married.
Yeah.
Except for one of them, and they're getting married.
No. And they're, like, all so in love. And then me and Faith are just there. I'm like, well, we're in love, too. But
yeah. No, but I was going to say, Joanne and Shelby, they have such a friendship. Like, you can tell that is the core of their relationship. And, like, I think finding somebody where, like, they are your best friend, like, you'll be more around your friends. Like, they're around their friends all the time. And so it's, like, I don't know if it's that or what, but I noticed that, like, specifically with them. I'm, like, they were like, yeah, we slept at so-and-so's last night.
Yeah.
And, like, it's so
they
cute.
have such a fun relationship. Like, and I say it and I tell them all the time from the moment I met Shelby because I knew Joanna before. They just had this bond and relationship that was so fun. You could tell
perfect,
so perfect, so in love with each other, but like didn't take things too seriously. Like,
that's another thing I noticed with them. They don't take life too seriously.
They are just such great people individually and like together. I think they just make each other even better, even though I don't think it's possible because I love you both so much. Yeah, but like. That is what I look at. I'm like, oh,
I want that.
I want that. Like I do. You're right. Like you want to have that best friend. Yeah. And
they have. I mean, all of those couples have such a beautiful relationship. But I noticed, just specifically like them.
Because you haven't been around them that much, right? As a couple.
No, I'm like literally. I think like one or two times before that, and I always like saw them and I just thought like, oh, like they're just like fun, because we were always in like a party environment. But seeing them in a more like chiller dinner party environment, no, they're literally the same. No. They're just such a fun, amazing couple.
I love them.
They're special. You don't see that often.
No,
you really don't. And even just, like, I don't know. I could go on and on about them, honestly, because they are really just, like, so great together. And I look up to them. I look up to a lot of the couples, though, in our life that are married. Like,
no, I think I'm very...
All of our friends are married.
I know.
Or having babies.
Say less. I'm like... No, but I really do feel like everyone that I'm surrounded by that are in a relationship, like... I love them all. And I think they're all... Like, you know how you wanted to play that game, like, who do you think shouldn't be in a relationship? Like... Out of any of our friends, I wouldn't have someone to like tell you.
Oh,
like,
really? I would say someone.
Oh, fuck. Good one.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. We have one more. Take it back.
We do have one.
do have one.
Also, yeah, that is a fun game. Maybe we should play it then.
Okay, we'll play.
Yeah.
That was such a good one.
Yeah, right?
Crazy. Okay, should we get into
Little
today's
fucking
topic?
Freaks. Yeah, today's a good topic. No, this is a really good topic, and there's so many perspectives that we could touch on.
Yeah.
But basically, I wanted to talk about, let's start with this one. When you're in a relationship
baby.
with a more masculine partner, I think sometimes unintentionally we can place certain expectations that you would on a man on a girl just because they present more masculine. And so I wanted to talk about how, if you feel like you do that, if you feel like you know, maybe have a hard time with that because you're bi and like you do date men as well, like how do you navigate that?
I do think it's something I definitely struggle with. I do think if I'm with a more masked person, I do kind of put that gender role, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm into guys too. I don't know if it's just because like I still kind of have like society in the back of my head. I don't know why, but I will sit here and say that like if I see someone more masked, like I would expect them to take on like more of the masked role.
And describe that to me.
I would say being the breadwinner. Except for I like having my own money. That's why I like having my own business. But like
no. But there's also nothing wrong with that. No. But keep going.
Going out on dates, I would like have them pay. Like I would say like
anything even, like, besides money.
Even like opening doors and things like that. Yeah. Like it's not even only like the sexual way, because I feel like I'm very dominant in my own way in the bedroom, but like it's more like everything like you would expect a guy to do kind of would like want. The tougher, like, and that's what I would want from them.
Yeah. What about, well, do you think that that's fair?
No, I don't. Because I think some masked girls are not, like, they don't like that role.
No.
But it's also,
I think some do, though. Mm-hmm. Some do, but some don't. So, like, when you're going into a date or, like, you're dating maybe a more masked girl, like, how would you navigate that to figure out roles, I guess?
I think it's also something you kind of can figure out in the very early on. Like, I think you can somehow... You have the sense if it's going to be someone that's going to, like, be able to, like, take on those roles. And if not, like, it's just not the person for me. Even I truly, I think, had such a good connection. Like, I don't know. I can't be that role in a relationship. And I don't know if someone wanted that from me, I would have to be like, I can't do that for you. Like,
which is interesting to me. And I think that this is hard for you because you like more feminine girls. Like, sometimes you send me these girls, I'm like, you would never work with this person. Like, in my head, I don't say it to you, but I'm saying it to you now. But in my head, I'm like,
oh my God.
In my head, I'm like, why the fuck is she sending me this? Like this would never work.
Femme girls, you're saying?
Yeah. Because I know you and what you, like, want in a relationship, and I don't like, I'm like, you gotta either change your type or change how you show up in a relationship, I think.
It's so hard because, like, I feel like I am physically attractive to a hot ass girl. Like, I love a femme looking girl, but you're right, I like a femme. It's a very rare find. I know you guys are out there. Like, I like a femme with a
dom femme,
but, like, also, like, not too much, because, like, I don't, if you're too much then it bothers me. You know I don't like to be told what to do, so it's like,
meanwhile I'm your best friend
and you still tell me what to do and I hate it.
I know. I think you secretly like it, though.
I don't. Just kidding. Faithlyn has this thing where she thinks I like fighting, and
no, you do. You've literally, we can roll back the tapes. You have said on the podcast that you like fighting. So shut the fuck up.
You know what? I like to make my point known. Yeah. And
we got into a fight this weekend, and then we were like, I was like, I'm done. I know.
And then when someone's done and you, like, say something funny, I, like, drop it. I'm like, okay.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Same. I mean, that's just, like, East Coast.
Yeah. I was just, like, waiting for you to, like, end it.
You were like, I'm done, and I hearted your message.
Going. It's the worst one. Like, you think it's over, and I'm like, oh, I have nothing more to say. But then Faithlyn said something back again. I was like, oh, no. We're not ending on it. I'm back.
Hey, guys. And then I go, all right, let's just go on a couples retreat.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we're planning it. But anyway.
Yeah, so I think it's a very rare girl I am seeking, but I will say I am getting more intrigued by more masked girls.
I love this.
Such as like you know how they have, like, more masks, like, but
yeah, I could see you, but it's like a more really hot girl like that.
I just like a girl that has, like, a presence, and, like, honestly, I always say, like, if you have a little riz, like, say less. Literally say less.
I love a good riz. My thing is, like, you can be like a 3, but if you have riz, you're a 10. Or you could be a 3.
You're pumping it up to a 10?
No, yeah. An 8. But then if you're also, like, from New York, automatic +5. That's like if you're from New York, like you just know. I think for me, like on the flip side of what we were talking about with you, I think a lot of the girls that I date are typically with quote unquote straight girls, or usually like they're with somebody who's like, it's usually their first girlfriend. And so sometimes I'm like the first real gay girl they've been with.
Ooh.
And I feel like there are certain like expectations put on me that make
so
me
fair.
feel uncomfortable. Like, have a more dominant personality, and I feel like in a lot of the relationships I've been in, that hasn't really been embraced or like accepted even. And it's kind of weird. Like, I am the type of girl, I don't care if my girlfriend is like more dominant or more feminine. Like, I will buy you flowers. Sometimes I will open the door for you.
Yeah.
Like I don't see it as like, oh, one or the other. And I feel like in a lot of the relationships, because of their past, like it wasn't allowed to be like just like a more balanced way. And so I learned a lot about that and myself coming out of my last relationship, because I felt like those roles were like really heavy. And I was just thinking, after you left on Monday, we were all having a conversation about like gender and stuff, and I was like, I'm really feminine, but I honestly feel like I don't feel comfortable really wearing a dress.
No, I think you definitely have more of
like you and I talk about that because you're like, you would look so hot, this, and I'm like, I get it, and I do dress girly sometimes, but honestly, like it doesn't feel comfortable for me. Like I would rather be in baggy clothes, or like something that doesn't show my body too much, and that is known as maybe like a more masculine thing.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Since you go for more masked girls, when you have been in a relationship or talking to them, and you are more, I feel like, more dominant presenting, and like you have that like strong personality and all these traits, do they have an issue with that because they think you are going to be this feminine girl?
I think so. Like, I think if I were to dress and act more myself as I've been since my breakup with the people that I had been with, I don't think it really would have been accepted.
Yeah.
And like in my past relationships, I would dress very femme. Like I was wearing dresses, and I was like, just like being like super, super high femme, which is sometimes I do like to do that if we like go out somewhere. Like, yeah, but like I don't honestly feel most comfortable in that. And being alone for such a good amount of time now, I've learned about what feels comfortable for me. And like, even with my tattoos, like in my last relationship, I was like, oh, I want to like get my tattoos removed. And then now that I'm not in it, I'm like, no, I actually like them. I kind of want to get more. Yeah, I was like, I kind of want to get more, and I like them. And like, I'm learning about myself and embracing both sides of myself now. But circling back, like, I think there's certain expectations put on me because I look super femme and I wear makeup. Like, I've had girls be like, oh, you're like really gay, or like you're like, even if I try to like do things to them, they're like not used to that because they're used to like a straight girl who maybe is like laying down like a fucking fish, or doesn't want to touch them, or is afraid. And I'm like, no, like I need that in a relationship as well. Like I can't just be like pretend I'm like this.
Do you also think, because I've had this been an issue in some of my relationships, because you are like shorter and you might be the shorter one in a relationship, like they think that you should be like kind of a less dominant, like in that sense?
Maybe. I've never really felt like that because I kind of just accepted it. Like I accepted that was my role in the relationship early on, but now that I'm like aware of this and like discovering more about myself in this whole situation, I'm not sure. I wonder. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I like to be me. I'm a little princess.
She is a little spoiled.
I am.
You have a lot of sides to you.
Yeah, I'm just so me. I am like a little angel baby girl, but I mean, I'll fucking slap you around too, babes.
Yeah. You get both.
Yeah, like I don't know. But yeah, like one girl recently said to me, she's like, "Oh, you're like you're like so gay," and I'm like, no, I'm just actually gay.
Yeah.
I'm not so gay. I am just actually gay. And you're used to being with girls who are not, you know, or like it's your first time with a girl. Like it's different. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I think there's both sides to it. And I feel like a lot of people talk about that side, which you and I were talking about, where it's like, oh, like girls get into relationships with girls and they just like expect them to be a man. And like, which I understand, and I do think that happens.
And what's the number one question a straight person asked you when you're
Who's the man?
Who's the man? For one of the first questions. Wait, so who like is the guy in a relationship?
And for some people, they may take on like a more masculine role, and like even the other couple at First and Last, they'll joke and be like, "We are literally a straight couple." Yeah, which I think is funny, and like that.
We're so funny about that, actually,
and that works for them, and I see that, and I can, and it might be for some people, but you know, I don't know. Some girls might like present more masculine, but be like, "Why do I have to like always?" Yeah, you know. I don't know.
But like, also, don't get me wrong, I feel like I sounded like a fucking spoiled ass bitch. Like, one of my things, like, I do also love, like, I get what you're saying, like, even though you like to be pampered, like, I love like pampering someone. Like, I would love to be like, even like, I'll take them out, or like they like to do something. Like, I like doing that for them. Yeah, but I love
like buying things.
Yeah, like knowing that they would like, or like surprising them with like something. I'd be like, oh, I saw this. Like, even something as stupid as like I was out and I saw like something I knew they would like, something so stupid, but like it's just like it makes their day.
Do you want to go even deeper now? Then what about if you were with a man? Like, would you still do that? Or would you only do those things for a girl?
No, I am very much, I think that's one of my love languages. Like, I kind of like to cater to my person. And, like, I think I
haven't been in a long-term relationship with a guy. No. So we don't know.
I don't know.
We don't
I know. I always wonder. I mean, I do think I can be a little bit, in a sense that you feel like you could be a lot for some girls. Like, I think sometimes I could be a lot for some guys. Like, I'm not this like little girl that's gonna be like, oh, like blah, blah. Like, of course I love being spoiled and pampered, but like I do kind of have like a little bit of an attitude. I do. I'm like, I do like, I'm not always the easiest person. So like, I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Like, maybe like some guys wouldn't be into like my personality and like my like dominance in that sense. Who knows?
Interesting.
We'll see.
We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's like such a fine line between like an understanding that like even though the way that somebody presents or like how they feel inside, like at the end of the day, like you are dating a girl, and like to be conscious of that, because your partner may be like, oh no, like it's fine, I don't need this or that, but like if you get her flowers one time, like I've so many girls I've been with have been like, I've never gotten flowers before.
That's like,
and I'm like,
so crazy to me.
So crazy to me. I'm like, you're still dating a girl at the end of the day. Like, don't just like throw that away because they like take on these like heteronormative roles, you know?
And even if you like say you got her flowers once and she's like, I don't really love flowers, get her something else that would like be for her.
Yeah,
like, you
or like something.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
or
you
like
still have to like
plan the date, you know, and like take her out or something.
Yeah. No, you have to like give a little bit. You can't like take everything, and you gotta get.
No, and I'm not. No, but I mean just in a more like girly way. Like whatever you would want done to you as a girl, like. Don't just expect them to not want it because they fucking wear like quote unquote boy clothes. You know?
And I think, you know what's funny, in my last relationship, when someone asked us like, oh, who's like the guy in the relationship, like my ex was so quick to be like, oh, me. Like, she really wanted to make it known that was her stance in the relationship, which I think, I don't know, maybe it's like kind of like how you like you found yourself, and like in your previous relationship you couldn't like really show that side of you. But like to me, I just feel like when someone asks me like who's the man in the relationship, I'd be like, oh, someone's a little bit more dominant, but like we are two. I always say, well, we're two girls, one. Like, I just hate when it's always like, oh, like they think it's just a man and a woman. Like, also, why is that a question even asked? Like, you don't ask a fucking like
gay
straight couple and be
who's
like,
the girl.
That's actually so true. Well, you could say, I feel like it's more like who's top and bottom that way. But that's like more sexual.
But that's a sexual thing, yeah.
But like
people don't be like, who's the girl?
Like, who's the girl?
Who's the girl? I'm gonna start asking straight couples.
I'm gonna be like,
who's the wife and who's the husband in this one?
And everyone knows the wife really runs everything.
Yeah.
Everyone knows.
So like, fine, you can you can be the guy in the relationship. I'm still running the shit.
Running the fucking shit. Everyone knows it. Everyone knows it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Also, I think for some girls, not all, but I think for some girls, it's more of a power thing and like a control thing. Like, I don't think, which I don't think is healthy either.
And I also
like,
don't even think it's like.
Also, like, you both should be equal. Like, it doesn't fucking matter.
No,
I
think
you
it.
are,
I think that
like,
can definitely come.
Or how you have sex. Like, you both should be like equal. Yeah.
I want to get into that.
We don't have to, but we should.
I think. Oh, I'll say it. Like, I think it got to points in our relationship that power had to be so known that in the bedroom, it was over. Like I'm a very dominant person in the bedroom. Like, I like kind of like the back and forth. Shut the fuck.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at that. I was just laughing at like just thinking about what you said about like how like the power had to be known so much that it translated in other ways. And like it's like kind of weird.
It got to the point like we could only have sex certain ways, and like it was like not fun for me. Like I love trying new things. I like doing things. I like to be dominant. Like I can't just be. I'm not a fucking pillow princess. I'm not gonna just lay on my back and just like get fucked. Like that's not who I am, and I will never be that kind of person. But like, I don't even know if I want to say this, but like she would always have to use the dildo. I don't know why I'm like whispering. I don't know.
Yeah, why are you whispering?
I don't like just. Well, she would always have to use like a dildo or something to like. I feel like put that power or dominance in it where I'm like, okay, but like sometimes like I don't even want that. Like sometimes even when like I'm fucking a guy, I don't always want like to be fucked. Like I'd rather just do other stuff. Like I'd rather just like give head or something. I don't know. Like I don't know. Like sometimes you don't want
no girl ever.
Oh my God, stop. It's literally one of my favorite things.
Yeah, said no girl ever.
There are some I know some girlies out there, and I already know my girl. I have Sarai would agree with me.
Wow.
We talk about it all the time.
That's so funny. I would
I enjoy
it. Okay.
But yeah,
I love that for you.
Yeah, it's
you deserve a hot boyfriend.
Who knows? Everyone asks who I'm going to be with next.
I think a guy.
I was like, I don't know.
I think next 5 years it's going to be a guy. After that, I don't know. It could go either way.
5 years, no. You can't do the 5-year curse. Oh my, what if I had a 5-year curse?
That'd be crazy. That's really traumatizing if you did. Holy fuck.
After next time, if it's 5 years, I'm not
ever dating again.
I'll marry you.
Oh, thank you. I love being the second choice.
You're already like, we already know. Faith would get.
You know how many of all my You know how like all of my friends say that to me? They're like, oh well, things don't work out. I'm like, am I just?
It's
like
actually kind of like a backhanded compliment.
I know,
like,
and all of my fucking people say that to me.
I'm like, oh, thanks. So I'm your second option.
Yeah. You're like, noted. What? I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm such a fucking wife too. So like,
no, like, if I think Faith would literally get married and have a kid right now.
Yes, I would.
If she had the right person.
If I had, 100%. I want a baby like right now.
Like,
not right now.
4 months ago.
9 months ago. No, actually though, I would have a kid in like between 3 and 5 years for sure.
Yeah, let's get on our fucking X. I have a fucking bunch.
I love when we like get the notifications of all of us writing them down. It's really funny to me.
You're out.
The Rose phone.
And we were around, I would say, certain people that would have an entourage. And nothing is worse when the entourage people think they are cooler than like the main person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it pisses me off because I'm like, you are literally doing nothing. You literally just get like all these perks for no fucking reason, and you think you're hot shit. And sometimes they're so fucking rude compared to like the main.
It's people who like what's that saying where it's like.
But it kills me every time that they think they're such hot shit. And I've never seen like an entourage that's like attractive.
The more like famous.
Is it called an entourage? What would you call them?
An entourage. Okay. The more famous you are, like the more humble you are, and like the less famous you are, like the.
But it kills me. It kills me.
It's so fucking embarrassing. You know what I hate? Custom license plate. If you have some fucking word on your license plate, like why?
You know what also fucking gets me?
It's so weird. Unless it's like your business, I guess. But like,
this goes back.
I saw it in New York, and I was like, really? Is it necessary?
Even if it's your business, you don't even fucking do it.
No, I mean, yeah, but I was just trying to.
This goes back to like my like neighborhood and like wholesome vibes. Why the fuck do people have to have the family stickers? I don't care if you
No.
have. I don't care knowing if you have fucking 3 kids, a dog, and a fucking cat.
No.
Who wants to know?
Also,
No
like,
one cares.
that's kind of dangerous. Like, people are getting trafficked. Like, do you really need to, like, tell everyone in your fucking, the world
Sometimes
who's
they
in the
put
car?
names underneath too. I'm like, cool. You have a dog named Buddy. Great. I don't fucking.
Every white person in America has got
America.
a dog named Buddy. Like,
That
for
is.
real.
I want to look up statistics. That is probably no. That probably that and like Molly are probably the top dogs.
Or wasn't, yeah, Buddy. Yeah, that's
all from Air Bud. if you
yeah,
know
I
it.
have an Air Bud at
I
home.
do.
Sweet baby.
What a classic movie. And then they ruined it with 48 different
Voices.
no, different like what's it called when after you have what's like sequels.
Oh yeah, I hate that. Wait, this is not mine, but I'm gonna say it. Girls that refer to themselves as a nerd because
Oh.
they don't go out. They're
Me
so
and Michelle
pick me. Like
had-
I'm so quirky and like nerdy.
Me and Michelle had a 35-minute voice note on this because it pisses me the
So
fuck off.
fucking
It's like the
weird.
girls are like, I only have guy friends. Like, shut the
Yeah,
fuck up.
like,
You're
guys
so fucking
just, like,
pick
love
me. Like,
me.
shut up.
I hate it.
Like, I'm a nerd. Like, who gives a fuck? First of all, I doubt you are. Like, that just proves that you fucking need
You're a
that.
fucking
That would be like me being
loser.
like, I'm just so fucking smart. Like, I read books all the time. Like, no,
Yeah.
I fucking don't.
Do you
Like, I
want
don't
a
need to
cookie?
project that I'm like
no,
smart. Like,
it's weird.
no.
Ew.
Or people that
I
are like,
hate it.
I am such a nerd. Like, I read Harry Potter. Cool. So does half of fucking America. Like,
So does
honestly,
every 12-year-old in America, yeah. Except for me, I wasn't allowed to.
why?
My mom was like so Christian, so
Oh,
I'm allowed
this
to
is,
watch
like,
Little House
witchery?
on the Prairie. What the fuck did you say? Was this witchery?
Witchery? Is that not what it?
Yeah.
What is it? It is
You
witchery.
just said it funny, so I said.
I don't actually know if it's witchery. I think that sounds kind of weird. Oh, this is another one. I was walking down Soho and this just really killed me. Guys that ask other guys to take stage photos of
Gross.
them in the streets.
Gross.
First of all, we know you're just like not on the walk on the street with like your phone like this, and someone's just snapping a pic of you random. Like,
Gross.
shut the fuck up. If you're not a girl and don't have a vagina, don't fucking do that.
No
Don't do it.
vag, don't do.
That's what's like really hard about male influencers. Like, you really can't win because either you're so cringy or like you do shit like that. I
You
don't
literally
understand.
can't. People that are obsessed with breweries.
That is mine.
People who drink beer in
This
general. I'm like, is this
not
necessary?
because I'm a beer hater. It's really because people who like brewers only want to go there. Like, there's amazing other places.
They
Like,
do only like they are so like they're like vegans.
No,
like
also-
you meet them and they will tell you they like only eat vegetables.
yeah, I know. And you also can go to any other fucking restaurant and get a beer. Like, and now that like they want like the IPA and like these like weird like ones, I'm like,
I don't
you
know
can
what
get
that
those
is.
anywhere now.
Also, if you go to like a nice restaurant and you order a beer, that is so weird. Please don't do that. Have
Not
a
to a
nice
nice
glass of
restaurant.
wine.
I don't care if you're at
Get
a
a
bar.
fucking even a vodka soda. Like don't order
Yeah.
a beer at like one time I went to Carbone with my family, and there was a guy on the table next to us. He literally ordered like a fucking Corona or something, like a beer, and I was like, "You're having beer with pasta?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird."
Yeah, you could say
That I don't agree with.
But at a bar, a guy ordering a beer is allowed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Actually, I think that's encouraged. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want him drinking a fucking vodka cran.
I was just gonna say
That's
that.
very
I was
weird. But like at a bar, you get a
Yeah.
beer.
A vodka fucking cran. My God, I just
Do you like those?
No, I drank that when I was fucking 18 in a fucking my fake ID in a fucking club, and I thought it was so, bottle service. Oh my God, it just reminds me like bottle service
Love
days.
it. How old were you when you first went to a club?
Probably 19.
I was 13.
Yeah, I say it all the time. You've lived 40 different lives. It
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah. Do you want to know where I went? It's closed now, so it doesn't matter.
One
VIP room.
oh, it's stop.
Yeah, and I would go to VIP room, Provocateur.
Mhm.
What else was there? Obviously, One Oak.
One Oak, Marquee,
Marquee.
Tao.
Oh my God. One time, actually not one time. There was a couple times I blacked out at Marquee. Marquee will do it to you. It's just like this very like ravey feel.
Yeah,
at
and also
Marquee.
like I was like 19 and had no idea how to drink, and I was just like pounding.
No,
and, like,
I would just
Nope.
tequila bottles
Take
to
it
the
back.
face. Bottles to the face.
No.
Yeah.
Ugh, I cannot even imagine
Doing
taking
that now. or shots with Red Bull. I would chase with Red Bull. Like, maybe that's why I have heart problems.
Honestly, sometimes when I'm out at a club, if I have to, I still get a vodka Red Bull. Kind of gets me fucking going.
You're kind of crazy.
I'm kind of crazy like that.
That is really sick.
I know. Also, people that like Fireball kind of freak me out. Actually, because I've got
unless you're fucking skiing, absolutely not.
Like,
or snowboarding.
We were at a wedding and my one friend just started shooting back fucking like shots of Fireball, and I said, "Whoa, this is really unhinged, and I can't get with it."
She like unfollowed me again.
Okay, let's talk about this right here. Can I say this?
Yeah, please.
If you stop talking to someone, they unfollow you, and then you guys become like cordial again, follow you back, and now they're in a new relationship. Because like, first of all, it has to text you like, "Sorry, I'm in a new relationship. I have to unfollow you." She
literally texted me on Thursday.
What a fucking weirdo. This is like,
how many days has it been? All of a sudden, she's talking to someone, and how many days has it been?
I just find that so weird, and clearly your partner can't trust you that you have to unfollow you. Like, I find that so weird. If you guys are cordial, you guys weren't even like anything like crazy. It's giving trust issues.
Good luck.
God.
Good.
That would not do it. She'll fucking deal with her like pussy ass girl. She's probably bad.
Everyone is such a little freak. Good night.
Freaks.
If
end. Oh.
Yeah. And I just feel like this is why I don't like people, because if I actually like someone and then they do shit like this, like, it fucking hurts me. And I'm like, you're actually gross. And fuck you. And I actually gave her a compliment too.
Yeah, we actually always compliment her. I've never really talked shit about her, but now I can. I said that.
No, but even just on our thing, I fucking complimented her. She's the girl who was like, yeah, I would.
Oh, yeah. Well, not
like, fuck you. Not anymore, actually.
Take that back. We're not fucking again.
Never again, you little bitch.
No, that's so weird. That's so weird. Also, like, what are you, 12? Like, what's with Instagram? You need to follow and unfollow. Like, who gives a shit? Oh, actually talking about Instagram right now, real quick. How do you feel about having, like, if your partner way down has, like, pictures of their ex, like, from, like, a year and a half ago?
I mean, I wouldn't like it, but I don't think it would, like, bother me that much. Like, if somebody's not into Instagram,
yeah,
and I was, like, seeing them and they just, like, don't really care about Instagram and they have photos of, like, when they were also in fucking middle school, like, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know if we talked about that, but I just like to always know.
No.
Because clearly she gives way too much fucks.
Yeah, which is also good to know because, like...
Clearly you really did a number on her that she needs to unfollow you, baby.
Happens every time.
Happens every time. Okay, you guys,
I feel like people... Sorry, no, I'm not done yet.
No.
I feel like people unfollow me because they're like, I don't want, you know... I don't know. Actually, never mind. We are done. We're done.
I already know what you're going to say. And we're done. All right, bye, guys.
Bye.